So this will meet the starters for both teams. First, for the National Housing Authority, Home Masters. Let's start with our mailboxer, number 1, Kitero Sale. Opposite hitter, number 8, Jobel de la Cruz. Middle blocker, number 10, Sandy De Los Santos. Outside hitter, number 11, Lisa Meano. Another outside hitter, number 14, Laika Nidoy. Setter and her team captain at number 15, Mads Martin. Starting libero at number 16, Gemma Bernardo. Head coach of the Home Masters, Mike Reynoso. Now let's meet the starters of the PhilHealth Health Insurers. Let's start with our mailboxer, number 1, Mitch Agdon. Opposite hitter, number 7, Aina Caspillo. Outside hitter, number 8, Kang Rica. Mailboxer, number 9, Tin Mariales. Setter and her team captain at number 10, N.N. Roterta. Outside hitter, number 12, Dang Rondina. Starting libero at number 16, Trixie Laroga. Head coach of PhilHealth, Carl Espino.
Giving you an idea of the intention of these two teams to start strong. They're starting with their best players as you take a look at the starting lineups for both these teams on your picture.
Very familiar and starting with the usuals. Not much changes for the starters for both teams.
And we are underway. Noontime game. Siguro mamaya nakakain ng tanghalian itong mga to. First serve of the match belongs to the NHA. Mads Martin's serve. We have the first blockage of the game.
Speaking of a strong serve, actually.
Si Miss Atty. Daaseron ng PhilHealth nandiyan sa likod. Naka-shorts today, baka maglaro. It's his birthday today. We'll catch him in a short while. And that does not work. NHA gets on the board as well.
We expected this to be a tight match. At nararamdaman natin siya no umpisa pa lang.
And we've got Sandra De Los Santos. Sandy serving. Down the middle it goes. Here's the tap. And we have the first scampering for positions. Handled well. Naku, mataga lang ito. Alagay ko, insayado itong dalawang to. Para sa larong to, that will be scored by Angelica Nidoy.
I love how the score is just really an exchange, at least for the start of this set. Ganun mo mararamdaman, no? How eager both these teams are.
Because it really upsets you when you fall behind 3-0. However, that's a service ace that finds its way courtesy of Sandra De Los Santos.
Deception is something that PhilHealth, I think, needs to sort out at this point, ano?
Medyo butas yung gitna nila. Saka malakas talaga eh. Arm na arm yung serve.
Oo. Kita natin yun, sa unang server pa lang din ng NHA, talagang may puwersa. And they're trying to break yung passing ng PhilHealth.
Because they don't want to get Morales going offensively. Oh, pati yan, nagulat sila. 5-1 ang count nila. May pulong pa ng net. Time-out ba? Ang coach ng PhilHealth, may magandang kanila simula eh, na?
At yung swerte, no? Also going the way of NHA.
Siguro pag naka-point na isa pa, baka pumindot na ng timeout buster si Coach Espino. Kargado talaga yung serve, no? Nice set. And that ends that run with PhilHealth scoring with Rondina knocking it in.
Well, all it took was a good pass for PhilHealth.
Tin Morales and her serve. We are playing that out. It's blocked, touched, and the shot on two by Agton. To the back row. Here comes the set, but it's actually a dump on two, courtesy of Reynalyn Raterta.
Itong si N, and we did talk about her in the pre-game. 8 points yung kanyang naipunto sa kanilang game against DNR, and that is why, she has that offensive mindset as well.
Ready to unleash that on-two strike when necessary. And that will count, courtesy of Rondina, who now has 3 points. Three straight points now by PhilHealth after falling behind early at 5-1. It's just a matter of settling down, and as you said, Ann, the first pass of the ball will settle you down as long as it's neatly done. Raterta has it. And that will be scored by Rondina, who now has 4 points. And we're tied.
She's been very consistent. And yun nga, dahil nag-a-adjust sila sa kanilang setting or second ball, she has been getting the sets, at least for the start of the set.
Here's the jump, picked up by Raterta. Morales makes it a set. Rondina shoots away. The counter. It's on the floor. Neatly done by NHA, courtesy of Mads Martin.
Nidoy knows that nakapwesto, yung depensa, nakaatras sa likod. Opted for that weaker attack.
Yeah, it's Nidoy actually. In the meantime, this is the strike down the middle. And she's just hot in this first set. Rondina scores again with 5. Rondina has 5 of their 6 points. And she's going to serve right now. Nicely done. Nicely done as well. Tiniretso na. Tinaas. Yung pasa ni Rosale. This is still in play. Very much so. By the way, yung bagong rule ng volleyball, pag tumaas ngayon sa VNL i-umpisan, one of the new rules is, pag tumama ang bola sa top ng roof, and it's still on the same side, playable pa din.
And that changes the
change, Tapos, pagka sa kabila nangyari, point against them.
So, at least keep it within your side. Pero I think that's a new change na kailangan kasanayan pa.
Which the VNL is going to try out, and in the under-17 tournament, about 10 new rules are coming in. Rina, go ahead, please.
Yes, let's talk about this two ladies who found new families for this season. Itong si Tin Morales at saka si Sheila Cecilio. Tin Morales, who used to play with the NCMH, and of course, Sheila Cecilio with us, saw her play in Season 1 of the UVL Games. Ang kwento ni Tin Morales, last year pa lang nag-ensign niya siya with the NCMH, But when the team decided to back out early this year, she felt disheartened. Nung una, wala pa talagang bakanting posisyon para sa kuponan ng PhilHealth until one employee from the Mindanao region cannot commit fully to the duration of the league, and that is an open opportunity para dito kay Tin Morales na makapaglaro with the PhilHealth family. Now, si Tin Morales has started practicing with the team for only a week, pero nagsi-self-training siya. Hindi naman siya nahirapan with adjusting with the team because there's a solid connection na agad nung pagsimula niya nga mag-ensayo with the team. Si Sheila naman, nag-undergo pa siya ng tryout last November. December 2025 when she started formally training with the NHA Home Masters. Inaalok na nga siya ng trabaho dito sa National Housing Authority, Kaya lang hindi pa pa siya makapag-commit dahil may mga coaching duties pa rin siya. So sabi sa akin ng kanilang coaches, very flexible daw itong si Sheila Cecilio. Hindi din sila nahirapan mag-adjust sa isa't isa with the NHA Home Masters dahil kahit anong posisyon na ibigay mo para dito kay Sheila Cecilio ay kayang-kaya niya. And right now, the NHA Home Masters is lacking on a setter role, no? So yun yung binibigay nila for Sheila Cecilio right now. So big effort also ito para kay Sheila Cecilio dahil nga coming from Laguna pa siya. So kahit makikita mo yung effort niya, traveling, going back to Manila and going back to Laguna as well. Back to you guys.
Timeout. Sino ba humingi ng timeout? NHA yata humingi ng timeout. Pakinggan natin ng pinag-uusapan ng mga mambabahay.
Kaya nyo naman eh. Sipag tayo. Sipag tayo sa receive.
Depensa tayo, tara.
Mas depensa. Uy, tumula ka. Bibitawan niya. NHA!
Pasa muna.
After a sluggish start by PhilHealth, the Insurers were down 5-1. And then they had their own 4-0 run. They're now in the lead with a 5-point lead at 12-7 here in this first set. All set to serve for PhilHealth. Number 7, this is Christy Caspillo. Picked up downstairs by Nidoy. This shot is sama ng choreography ng NHA after a good start. And you see their body language parang nagsisisihan actually.
Oh, pero I think ang nagiging problema nila ngayon talaga errors eh.
Oh, kaya
Even
nga
at four.
Kaya nga pag nag-error, nagtitinginan.
Oo.
Diba? So they gotta have their leadership. Settle down. Get a few points going. Run a simple play. Something you know. Like this one, they got the serve back. Rosale will serve. Okay. That's going to count. Raterta takes care of business and NN has her second point.
Alam mo, di ka na talaga magtataka kung bakit ang taas pumuntos eh. No? I mean, 8 points is just like what a normal attacker would deliver in a match.
Yes.
Yung performance ni NN last time.
Agton's serve is being played out here. Here's a left-handed stab. Still very much in play, courtesy of Rita. And that's reached for by Caspillo. Too close to the net, nowhere to go.
Tough even for Pin Mirales. Wala na eh, tawid na sa kabila.
Oo, tawid na. The serve will belong to Lisa Amiano. Good serve. Mirales and her strike. It's handled well by NHA. Rodina with 2 hands on it. The dump. First long rally by these two teams. Oy, Mintis. That's a double contact.
Hindi nagkatagpo.
Either double contact or 4 touches. And therefore, Amiano will continue to serve. Di nang palo ni Rochelle Rita. Alam mo, hindi katangkaran nito mga pilit. Parang lalakas pumalo, ha?
At tumatalon. Ano?
Tumatalon.
Jump. Kaya may puwersa, may elevation din ang kanilang opensa.
May diin. Rika. Sloppy passing by the NHA. Then, it's jammed. Dinan sa lakas ni Rodina. Back row at work. Itinaas ni Laroga. And second longest rally. Mirales. Cross. Got it.
Connection has been a challenge between Raterta and Mirales, at least here in this set. So, good to be able to break that.
Yeah. the runner, De Los Santos rather. Ah, net touch, very clear. And it's now a commanding 7-point lead. We have changes coming up. Cecilio will see action for NHA. And she'll pull out De La Cruz. And number 4, Jovelyn Dunca. It's to see action replacing Mads Martin. Napag-usapan kanina may mga 4 sets, 5 sets. Kuminsan, nakakatulong lang sa umpisa. Ganitong NHA. Masama umpisa nila eh. Pero maganda yung 5-1 nila kanina pero hindi na-sustain.
Oh, it was because of their serves, ano? At hindi maka-receive itong PhilHealth. But once PhilHealth got the rhythm.
Napansin mo ka nung first pass nung maayos na, diretso na sila. 18-10, lumaki sa biggest lead at 8. Pikit sa net. Nice strike. Pwede pa yan, pero hindi inabutan.
Ay, nagkalituhan ni Rales and Rondina. They were both trying to go for it.
Alam mo din kasi kung minsan niisip ng mga player, huwag tayong magkauntugan.
Oo.
Masakit eh. Lalo na pag tumatakbo. In the meantime, Dunca serves into the net. It's 19-11. All set to serve for all of us will be Raterta. And serve on its way. Captain play, Rondina shoots away. Received nicely by Bernardo de Libero. Nice shot, but nice somersault on the floor. Malakas lang. Ganda nung salon nila Roga for PhilHealth. Pero ganun talaga eh.
I think for Rondina, no, gusto niyang mag-cross court eh. Iniwas pero buong katawan niya doon na rin nakaharap.
Kuminsan kailangan i-angulo mo na in such a way na hindi full body ang harap dun sa cross-head. Ito, si Sandra De Los Santos. Ang kanyang serve ay naligaw. 20-12.
7 errors right now for NHA. De Los Santos started off very well. Dahil siya yung rotation na maganda yung serve. At naunahan nila yung PhilHealth kanina.
They've lapsed into errors. Down the middle we go with Midori's attempt. Rondina cuts it a bit. Picked up by Bernardo. Return by Anton. Anton with 2 points already. It's 21-12. A 9-point lead for the Insurers. Masters need to settle down, get some points going. But that's not gonna help. Ang layo ng pasa ni Rosale. Intended sana para sa setter si Cecilio. Kailangan talaga inaabot mo lang eh. No?
At saka I think at this point, importante muna maitaas nila.
Yan, ganyan yan. Letterer. Rosalie punches it over. The set, Anton. No, that's Castillo. Missed it. And that will make it 22-13.
And PhilHealth still has some cushion. Itong NHA though, medyo may urgency. Ayaw mong maunahan ka tsaka malamangan ka ng ganitong kalaki.
Baka mag-spill over into the next set. Anton overcooking it. But I think she got it, so it will make it a 10-point lead and you 23-13. Rondina will be serving. De Ocampo will come in. And she'll pull out Rondina. Nakamahirap na trabaho sa volleyball, no? Yung galing ka sa bench, malamig ka ultra, tapos sa serve ka. Kuminsan service specialist, pero kuminsan defensive reason yan. Papasok para may depensa pa uli sa back row. Nice shot. Buhay pa. Off the shot of Rica. Calabero doing well. Laroga. Drop. And Bernardo gets to it. The drop. This could take a while. It's a set. Maraming tao dun. Rosale. Tinas. Ang palo nila kung saan maraming tao. Hindi tumawid, pero tuloy ang aksyon. Referee Ryan says, bitin! Huli sana. Ganda no idea.
A lot of mistimed plays, no? Para sa PhilHealth yan ang medyo nakikita natin ngayon. Although, they're still enjoying this lead.
Of 8 points, 23-15. They want to close it now. Raterta sets up Agton para makabawi. And the strike off the blocker. Agton makes it a set. The shot still in play. Rica's shot handled well. That's long. And we arrive at set point.
PhilHealth's offense, ano? Talagang mas naging consistent here in this set.
Bit of a miss hit that time. Laroga is there. Handled well by the back row. Laroga, strong, steady arms. That does not cross. And it's off the blocker and it rolls away. We are done with the first. Error-laden first set for the NHA. Let's see if they can recover after these short reminders. And we'll have more of the UNTV Volleyball League coming your way. They did not look back when they started to have the lead. Set number 2 is underway. First set is already in the bag for the health insurers from PhilHealth. Referees just making sure that our rotation is in sync. We have 3 games today in our schedule. Some teams that are looking to pick up more wins will be in the slate. Underway with your second set. Morales with a shot. Handled well. Floor defense of PhilHealth has grooved in nicely. Rondina to the open space. That's inside.
Punch was too strong for Rondina.
It's inside, Inside.
Oh, it is, yes.
Inside. Sa kanila serve. Malakas talaga yung
But
tuntog.
again, slightly touching the end line. We'll still give it to you.
Nidoy trying to get her offense going. Here's Martin. Bagal and De Los Santos gobbled up by a double defense at the net. Hindi biro itong PhilHealth sa team na to, competitive ito.
At yun yung sinasabi natin, no? They may have new players, pero yung integration, mukhang nagawa nila talaga smoothly.
Para silang yung BFP nung nag-uumpisa. Hiwalay-hiwalay na parte before they assembled a cohesive unit. Buhay pa, no whistle we play on. Raterta sets up this. It's inside and that'll make it 3-0.
Actually, PhilHealth, dangerous team, you know. NHA at PhilHealth, kaya lang yan ranked 3 and 4 dahil lamang sa laro yung BFP and PNP.
That's correct, because BFP and AFP played on opening day as well. Rateta wallops it, and the NHA, however, gets its first point after that service error. Total errors, 7 by PhilHealth, 8 naman sa kupunan ng NHA. Oh, at one more. Mirales unable. I think she changed her mind at the last moment. Watch this, eh. Totos ko ba? Bibig ko ba?
Talagang pag-receiving, you have to commit.
Oo.
Etong si De Los Santos naman, no? Better one. Again, parang dating nakita natin umpisa ng set number 1 para sa NHA.
And De Los Santos now
5 service aces.
I looked at it twice. 5 aces, and it looks like all her points have been via aces.
Well, she was there 3 aces in the first set. Pero yun nga, malaki din yung risk, because talagang kinakargahan niya. And lucky for PhilHealth.
Tumigil na siya.
Oo. Nahirapan talaga sila sa rotation na yan.
Morales pushed up high that time by De La Cruz. Duterte sets up Rodina, and it stays down. Rondina with 8. Liit-liit yan, lakas din pumalo, no?
Nasa pamilya daw yun. Sa
ganun.
genes.
Ano ba ni Sisi ito?
Kapatid.
Oo. Masaya ang bahay nila nung lumalaki sila. Sa Cebu, naglulundagan.
Marami kayang nasirang gamit. Pag naglalaro ng bola sa bahay.
Check natin ang isamin itong pamilyang to. In the meantime, that's too strong. Pero hindi ba gano'n naman talaga sa volleyball? Yung mga maliliit, kahit anong liga. Yung Paco minsan ang pinakamalalakas tumalon, ano?
I think because you recognize also, di ba? You have to compensate for what's lacking. So you really work on that jump. But some are also just naturally high jumpers.
Si Sisi malakas ng tumalon nung una. Tapos nag-beach volleyball, nag-concentrate sa beach. Lalo lumakas yung mga legs niya. Lumilipad talaga eh.
Saka isipin mo, no? Siguro sisiw na sa kanya nung bumalik ng indoor.
Palagay ko.
Oo.
Kung kami nga sa beach, dalawa lang kami. Lahat hinahabol eh. Hijack. Get out of the way. Block. One more time around the block. Sino ang setter? Hindi malaman. That's tossed high by Martin, and it's hijacked. Di biro itong PhilHealth, ha? May interesting parts. Hindi sila katangkaran, pero ano to? Pag naging cohesive ito, mahirap kalaban to. Lahat pumapalo eh. Martin, Rosale. That's it! Got it! De La Cruz gets one to work.
Alam mo yung point sa lahat ng pumapalo. I think that is what makes PhilHealth solid, Kasi kahit anong rotation, hindi sila nabubutasan.
You're so correct. That's the best way to put it. Because laging, kahit anong ikot, may outside, hindi lang sila nagmi-middle masyado. And that is a big strike. That time from Amiano, forcing Laroga to somersault on the hardwood. We're tied at 7. De La Cruz. Close to the net, no problem. Agton did not pierce the defense that well. Laroga, one more time. This shot, Rika. And I think they get the touch. And Rina will report for us.
Yes, interesting projects also para sa kupunan ng PhilHealth, Health Insurers. Kasama ko ngayon ang Regional Vice President for Mindanao na si Sir Delio Aceron. Happy birthday, first of all, Sir Delio. Of course, tell us more about this new program of the PhilHealth po. Ito pong gamot, no, yung bagong programa nyo. Ano ang difference nito with the PhilHealth Yakap po na dati nating pinopromote sa inyong ahensya po?
Well, ang dating konsulta program, nagre-rebrand po siya. Ngayon, it's Yaman ng Kalusugan Program or YAKAP. Na ang idea po ay para bawat Pilipino ay mailayo sa sakit. So yung dating konsulta program na bawat isa sa atin i-assign sa isang primary care provider of choice. Titingnan po tayo ng doktor kung kailangan ng basic medical laboratories, pwedeng ipagawa, and 21 take-home medicines. But hindi lang po yan, dinagdagan pa ho ng 2 pang karagdagang benepisyo, which is yung cancer screening test for breast cancer, liver cancer, lung cancer, and colorectal cancer. And then yung binabanggit nyo po na PhilHealth Gamot, Greater Accessible Medical Outpatient Treatment, wherein we are accrediting mga drugstores kung saan 54 essential medicines ay idadagdag dun sa 21 medicines. So a total of 75 medicines po, generic medicines po ito, na pwede nyo nang makuha sa accredited gamot drugstores. At bawat isa po, worth 20,000 pesos po yan. Hanggat hindi na ubos yan, pwede na ho natin kunin yung ating mga maintenance drugs dyan, sakit sa puso, alta presyon, diabetes, at iba pa. So i-check nyo po ang PhilHealth website to know more about this new benefits ng PhilHealth.
Yan, maraming salamat po sa inyo for this new program of the PhilHealth. Of course, maiba naman po tayo ng usapan. How happy are you with the standings of the PhilHealth ladies here in the Volleyball League, no? Kasi ngayon, 2-0 sila na team standings. Alam ko po, isa kayo sa mga talagang bumubuo itong sports program ng PhilHealth.
Well, of course, nagpapasalamat tayo sa management headed by our President CEO, Dr. Edwin Mercado, and sa mga sumusuportang mga officers na nagpahiram ng kanilang mga talented players from the regions. It's our second season sa UVL, and we want to have a better showing. Mas nakapaghanda kami, and nakakuha tayo ng 2 magaling na import, at makikita natin yung teamwork and cohesiveness. Ang gusto lang namin ay maging maganda standing namin para mas malaki ang chance namin manalo para po may donate sa aming beneficiary, which is the Philippine Alliance of Patients Organization.
Maraming salamat, and once again, happy birthday, Mr. Delio Aceron. Thank you for visiting us here in the UVL right here in Paco Arena. Let's listen to this timeout.
First ball.
Power ulit, ha?
NHA!
Alam mo, early years pa ng UNTV basketball, andyan na si Atty. Delio Aceron. Nagtutunog, doktor ka na, attorney. Hindi ka na attorney. Meron akong kilala. Doktor na attorney pa.
Wow.
Meron akong kilala. Grabe, no? Ayaw.
Grabe yun.
Love niya mag-aral, ano?
Oo.
Hirap nun, ha? Oy! Natusukan ng PhilHealth, 13-9. Well, maganda yung sinabi ni Atty. Aceron. Want to have a competitive team so that they can give more to their chosen charity, which is the spirit of this tournament. Here we go. Amiano will serve. Ang galing ni Raterta doon talaga.
And, if she is in the front line at medyo, papasok na no? Madikit sa net. Talagang may option
Medyo, kailan basahin ng kabila Cover tayo konti doon. Uhulugan niya tayo. Palo. Well done. Angelica Nidoy with her 4th point.
Dito hindi makausad yung NHA. They're able to get 1 point. Samantala itong PhilHealth, ang bilis bumawi and they get a string of points.
They go 3-0. They've done it 3 times actually in this set. They led at the start, 3-0. Led at 6-3. And led also at 13-8. And that's out of reach. Nowhere to go on that one for Rochelle Rica. Madeline Ray Martin will serve. Reverse. Morales drills it in on the slide.
Excellent connection. Look at that running attack. It's not often that you see itong play na to, no? But you see the connection is really there.
With Morales, I think they can do that, you know. In the meantime, Morales already with 8 points. Raterta tosses it high. Cross attempt will not stay down. This one will. Pinito yung bumubuhay dito sa NHA. She has the most points so far with 6.
Well, for NHA, they really heavily rely on Nidoy. Likewise, ito rin si Amiano.
Oh, that's in.
The game of De Los Santos has been all about her serve. 6 aces for this match.
Ang sipag mag-practice ng serve siguro nito. Ayaw na ng team mag-practice ng serve. Sabi ni Sandra, teka muna, mag-invento akong bagong serve. Ito, pasalok pababa. Raterta pursues. That is blocked on the attempt of Caspillo. It's a free ball. Nicely handled by Rica. Left-handed shot by Rambina.
Sabi niya, buti na lang. Lumagpas nasa kaliwanan She just had to push with her left hand.
Yun.
I think nagkalituhan din on the side of NHA. Kung sino ba ang kukuha.
First set went the way of the PhilHealth side. Rina has another report. Go, Rina.
Yes, more about Sheila Cecilio. You know, she's a full-time coach for the Senate volleyball team as of present, and she also coaches younger girls in Laguna area. So that's really her passion and calling. No? Sabi nga ng coaches na nakausap ko kanina, it's like Sheila helped them come out of their shell. Siya yung masayahin sa grupo at una sa kalokohan. Kaya daw talagang nahawa ng ibang kanyang mga teammates. In fact, with their addition dun sa kanilang lineup, mas umiingay na daw ang koponan ng NHA this year. Kahit siya yung ate sa kanyang mga teammates, kasundo niya lahat yan. I mentioned earlier in my report, she always comes from Laguna area. So yan talaga yung binabiyahe niya. Laguna to Manila area just to be able to attend yung kanilang mga practices at yung mga games natin dito. At hindi lang yan, bit-bit pa niya ngayon yung kanyang mga friends from Laguna. So ngayon, kulang pa daw ito, pero during the weekends though, mas marami yung kanyang bibit-biting friends coming from Laguna. 7-an?
Nawala ang lamang ng PhilHealth. The mga by as much as 4 kanina. 16-12. Ba, uminit at sinayang ng NHA. Makinig tayo.
Dito na yung balikat. Basa muna tayo. Ha?
Basa. Girls, kalmahan nyo lang. Masyado kasi kayo nagmamadalo sa loob ng court. So, compose nyo lang sarili nyo, pabagalin ulit yung first ball. Saka mobilisan nyo set. Okay, kailangan mabagal muna yung first ball para maka-first. Ha? So, relax na. Masyado tayong
Ang nasa yung nasa
na kailangan mabagal yung pasa doon sa setter. Kaso kung ang serve De Los Santos, napakainit. Ilan na ang kanyang service aces. Sa lahat ng puntos niya, puro aces.
Oh, pero I think, kailangan what PhilHealth needs to do,
Yan.
i-control lang.
Yan,
Kasi nagmamadali napapabilis lahat, nagmamadali silang lahat.
And they executed better in the sequence, listening to their coach. It's now 17-15. Of course, if you're PhilHealth, you want to seal it with a 2-0 lead in the set count. Keep in mind, both these teams undefeated after 2 starts in the tournament. Sa galing ng dalawang libero sa game na to.
Oh, they have been manning the floor very well. At
Hindi lang na-control ni Nidoy. Yung number 2, si Mariel Cercano, is alternating at the libero position para magaling itong Trixie Laroga. Kung may bilangan tayo rito ng excellent digs, kanina pang 100 excellent digs ito.
new addition yan sa kanilang roster.
Laking bagay ng libero to make that first pass,
At saka nakikita natin yan, ano, yung mga balikang paluan.
Oo.
Talagang you're able to keep the ball alive. No check, sabi ng ating official. Humihingi ng check itong PhilHealth eh.
Diba, nung araw, nung wala pa mga challenge. Kung wala pang challenge nun, lahat, check ball.
Pagkababa pa lang, check!
Tinaas, sinuntok. Si Bernardo, yung isang libero. Pinalo, winalis sa net ni Agton. Isa na lang ang lamang ng Health Insurers.
Back-to-back, no? Attack errors mula sa PhilHealth.
Both teams more or less equals in terms of errors. 11 and 10. PhilHealth now with more errors. There's a cut shot and we are tied.
Itong si Amiano, madalas din talaga tong nagbibigay ng mga off-speed dyan sa gitna.
Pag nakita niyang bumubuka ng konti, kakating niya yan eh. Daroga, Raterta, one-handed set. Nag-alangan si Rica. Rica kneels down on one knee. Down we go with Rica's shot that finds the empty hole. Alam mo, pag nasa area ka, nakikita mo yan. Kahit split second lang, kita mo yan.
Pero it's a skill that they train, yung peripheral vision, yung pagtingin.
Kasi split second lang yan. Hindi ka naman nakapako sa area, no? Sipin mo, kano ka?
Ang tagal no?
Kukunan mo ng picture.
Alam mo yung mga men's yung ganyan, ang tagal ng hang time.
Jude Garcia.
Diba? Yung pwede ka pa maglakad sa ilalim.
Jude Garcia, hindi tao yun. Superman yun. Tawag na.
Nag-freeze sa sa area.
Tawag ko doon logo eh. Di ba? May freeze eh. Ganda talaga ng forma nun. Ito. Rosale. Good pass. Rateta jammed with De Los Santos. Laroga makes it a set. To the back row. Nick Doy is there. Oh, yan lakas lang. Ang lakas lang. Wala. Winalis ni Amiano, hoping for a check, didn't get anything. Lamang ng isang PhilHealth 2019.
At dito sa set na to, partner, atake nasa side pa rin ng PhilHealth eh.
Amiano, Jan, De Los Santos, Agton, hello, Rica, Martin, Agton. Ay, wala. Pasok nakuha. Akala ko hindi makukuha. Nakuha.
Steadier movement ang nakikita natin sa PhilHealth.
I agree.
They, nothing fancy at this moment, Talaga pumoporsyento lang sila.
Kasi para magsara na yung set. Ako, tinamaan ni Sandra yung net. Lamang ng 3 ang Insurers. Time out ang NHA. Pakinggan natin.
Kunin natin to. Sino na nasa unahan? Dalawa pa rin kayo, di ba? Isa-isa. Gandaan nyo lang yung receive nyo. Tara. Kaya yan. Sa receive lang. Kaya nyo yan. Hey!
NHA!
Open, sir! Pasa muna.
Ganda ng optimism nila, no? Kaya natin yan. Samantala, ang PhilHealth, parang sinasabi naman nila, tapusin natin to para lamang tayo ng 2-0 sa set count.
Alam mo, syempre, bukod dun sa pagiging lamang ng set count, I think for PhilHealth, gusto mo dominating and convincing.
I agree.
Kasi, yun nga halos pantay-pantay talaga yung nasa top 4 ngayon.
Yes.
And you want to be able to pull away.
And to sort of send the message to the rest of the field, hey, di lang kayo malakas dito sa sisa. Check ball. 22-20 ang score natin. Amiano will serve.
22.
Ooh, not good time for that one. Well, it never is. But especially at the home stretch when the other side is moving towards the finish line. Ito po si Rochelle Rica. Nice. Lead up. Angelica Nidoy now with 7 points.
She has to be creative. Talaga
I
naghahanap ng
agree.
paraan, ano? Because sa ngayon, merong 2 block points ang PhilHealth. Hindi syempre natin nakikita dyan yung mga na-check lang or nahahawakan. But that service area is a problem right now para sa ating mga kaibigan sa NHA.
And they are now behind as PhilHealth is at set point again. Here's NN. And Raterta and company now with a total of 7 aces, and we will take a short break. 2 set to love lead by the PhilHealth Insurers. So, tingnan natin. Masisil na ba ng PhilHealth itong laron to with straight sets count or aalma ba itong NHA? Keep in mind, pero yung teams na ito ay 2-0. Wala pang talo itong NHA. Tama ba ako? Tama?
Tama yun. NHA currently ranked number 3 dahil din yan siguro sa kanilang results, ano, whether they won a match in straight sets or 4. Pero kumbaga sila ang nagigit-gitan sa top 4. Pinag-usapan natin BFP, PNP, NHA, PhilHealth. Lamang lang ang BFP at PNP ng isang laro. Kaya
Siguro,
sila ang top 2.
Hindi pa rin nila nakakasagupa yung BFP at saka PNP. Okay, game. Inaayos ng ating referee kung sino kapitan. Kasi kapitan lang ang pwedeng sumangguni sa ating mga opisyal. Although madalas hindi nangyayari yun.
Kung pwede magreklamo ang lahat. But officially. Officially.
At saka isa sa mga background rules ngayon yun. They will allow the coaches to consult with the referees. Sayang gulo nun, ano? Sayang gulo. Siguro, ano na yan? Hiningi na ng mga coaches yun. Bakit di-deny mo sa amin? Gusto namin ito usapin yung referee. Bakit ba? 1-0. Inside, and it's 2-0. Alam mo, all-around game ng PhilHealth, matino, ha? Floor defense nila, atake nila. Pasahan nila.
Yan yung siguro nagpapahirap, ano, kung makakatapat mo itong PhilHealth. I mean, at this point, may 4 na silang block throughout the 2 sets. 7 ace at 27 na attack points.
Saka tama yung sabi mo kanina no second set. Nothing fancy. Just get the ball to the setter This one is long and out, and it's now 3-0.
I think Cecilio also on the side of NHA trying to let everyone, be a little bit more positive.
Yeah. In the meantime, a new player on the floor, that's Neresa Yonko, is serving. This is her second serve, actually. It's 4-0. Another new player, Karen Texon, is there. And look at this. NHA can't do anything right here. At the start, go. They get that point because it's declared inside. Maybe this could be a start. Here comes Miss Service Ace.
Oh, what a serve.
Lakas talaga. Lakas niya mag-serve talaga.
Oo, that has been what De Los Santos is all about today. 7 aces for today's match.
Alam mo, pagka i-receive niyan, stay down, wait for it, let it bounce off your arms. Don't fight with it.
You also have to absorb a bit, dahil kung matigas lang yan, it will rebound.
This one is long and out.
Sabi nga nila, high risk, high reward, yun lang. Lumabas na.
Diba sa lalaki, ganun? Diba?
Oo.
Hatawan ng hatawan.
Kasi, especially in men's games, gusto mong basagin talaga yung reception ng kalaban. Otherwise, you're off to a very strong attack.
You want irony of ironies? Ateneo UST. UST, Josh Ibanez scores 29 points. Ateneo has 28 service errors.
Oh.
One set, di ba?
Oo.
2 sets na kagad yun. Tapikan sa net. Agton. Ayaw ipalo sa dulo. Yun ang idea. Sale. Naksi rin. Bakit kayo nagkakagulo dyan sa harap? Paluin mo sa dulo. Sabi ni Rosale. (6-3) PhilHealth in the lead. Received by Rica. Agton. Oh, just a great job by Trixie Laroga. It's on the antenna.
PhilHealth, because of their ability to keep the ball alive, allows them more chances to take on attacks.
I agree.
Kaya yan na double digits kanilang opensa at least the past 2 sets.
The set of Neresa Yonko does not materialize in a point. It's down to a 1-point lead by PhilHealth. Siyempre, pinagbibigyan ni coach yung iba, makapaglaro din naman. Kung nawala na yung rule nating play all
Oo, tama. So, I think in sets, where you see there's a bit of caution, yun, nagkakaroon ng mas maraming opportunity.
Pero I think, conversely, ang gusto mo ma-develop, kahit saan pa yung rotation, yung point mo kanina, kahit saan pa umikot yan, pareho lang, may atake pa rin tayo.
And yung importante dyan, I guess, as the teams mature dito sa ating tournament, yung integration ng regular players, yung imports.
Hihingi ng check ball. Wala. 6-all. Lamang ng 6-2 kanina. Nahabol ng NHA. Baka nagising na ang NHA. Tingnan natin. Nidoy.
Alam mo, nandun yung intention na lakasan yung survey para mahirapan yung PhilHealth. Kaya lang talagang lumalabas.
Which is De Los Santos' idea, really. The serve of Rondina. Here's the set by Cecilio. The NHA takes the point. It's now tied at 7. Dunca's serve is in play. Laroga tracks it down. Free ball given up. Didoy. attack. Amiano handled well. The toss kept in play by Bernardo. Rosale. La Roga. Net shaking, but nobody touched it. It was the ball that nipped it. The linesman is dead.
The efforts of PhilHealth, to keep that tie. Hirap lang errors talaga Sumali na yung linesman natin.
Actually, ididig niya sana may hawak siyang bandera. Arena, go.
Yes, good second set para sa koponan ng NHA Home Masters, but the most important reminder for them, bawasan yung kanilang errors, no? Nanghihinayang sila dun sa mga service errors, as Ann mentioned earlier, no? Nakaka-apekto sa kanilang moral yung mga errors na ipinamalas nila in that second set, no? Apart from that, kailangan lang mabilis sila mag-isip dito dahil mabilis magbalik ng bola dito ang koponan ng PhilHealth team. So they have to play with a lot of composure at wag lang silang mawawala sa focus dito. So far, they're liking this one because they're playing it close with the Health Insurers. 7-an.
Maraming salamat po. 10-8 ang ating bilang. Huli sa gitna. Tinaas. NHA biro lamang ng tatlo. Time out ang PhilHealth. They've fallen behind here in this third set.
Naman natin mababawi na error. Bawi tayo ngayon dito. Patayin natin yung momentum nila. Receive lang tayo. Tapos na tayo na isang maganda.
Compose lang
Compose nyo na yung sarili nyo.
Masyado nagre-relax ang
One stop receive. Set, follow. Back to basic tayo. Basic muna.
Wala lang guys. Usap tayo sa loob. Usap.
Team, PhilHealth!
Again on the guys!
Okay, we have not recovered from the jumping lineman. 8-11. 11-8. Si Rosale, all business. Alam mo, kahit naman last test si Rosale, kahit na may problema NHA sa games, andyan pa rin siya. Cut shot. Rika. Oh, they got it. Alam mo itong PhilHealth so far sa game, they've managed to climb out of holes, malalamangan sila, tapos biglang, marunong tayo bumawi,
Yeah, I think it's because itong team nga na to, no, makikita mo naman yung composure.
Yeah.
Hindi masyadong nararatel.
Chill lang
at alam nila kung kailangan nilang pumorsyento.
Rika slaps it over. Picked up nicely that time by Nidoy. Tip. Kept in play. Free ball. Umabot nga. Nakuha ni Amiano. Papaluin ni Amiano. Tinaas naman sa kabila. Texan is there. Play on. Play on. Play on. No whistle. PhilHealth was hoping for a whistle. That's outside. They get it another way.
But, that's why we say, kapag walang pito yung referee, tuloy lang ang, although, I get that,
it looked like pero tama ka, pag walang pito, go. Dati, violation na yun. Ngayon, hindi na. Tap. Morales. Got it. That's clean. We're tied. 3 straight points now by PhilHealth after being down 11-8. Michelle. Diba? Lahat ng spelling na Michelle, nakita mo na sa buhay mo. Iba yung kanya. Michelle.
Why keep it simple if you can be creative?
Yeah. Okay. Nung araw na uso, lalagyan ng letter H yung pangalan. Nawala rin yun. PhilHealth by 1. Lalim ng pick-up. Rika. Napakasimple.
Ito yung bumabalik sa sistema itong PhilHealth. And I think, alam mo, yan yung isa sa magandang attitude na nakikita natin sa PhilHealth. Yung pagkapit nila.
Tama.
Talagang, they can bounce back. They can catch up kung sila ay nalamangan ng kalaban.
5 straight points now by PhilHealth. That's a big shot. Amiano hitting it on the cross.
That's exactly what NHA needed after those 5 consecutive points na nakuha ng PhilHealth.
Amiano serving. Loaded. No, and that's 2 straight points anchored on Amiano. And we are all sewn together at 13. Closer, third set. Iba yung steadiness ng libero ng PhilHealth. But on that occasion, it's the 14th point of NHA. NHA trying to stay afloat here, down in the set count to Love. Oh, that's nakakabagsak balikat yung palo na yun ni Nidoy. And she's so frustrated. They've now fallen into a tie.
She knew they needed that point. Kailangan nilang humiwalay dito sa PhilHealth. Kailangan nilang lumayo.
That is exactly the word. 14 all. And Nidoy gets it in a different way. 15-14, NHA trying to crawl away from this PhilHealth team that has a 2-set to love lead. Cecilio. Malasibat na set. Nicely done by Nidoy. 2 straight points.
She's been delivering, parang bumangon pagkatapos ng kanyang attack error earlier.
She has now scored 11. Texon. Bongo that. And we're going to make a coach stop. They'll bring back Raterta as well as Caspilio. It's 17-14 NHA. Kung kailan umaarangkada na sila, no?
Yung timing yung sinasabi natin, even in the earlier sets, okay lang may error. It is the timing. And I think for NHA, kahit lamang sila ngayon, gusto mo to be able to maintain this lead.
And create a bigger separation between you and the other side. 2-point lead by NHA. La Roga. Morales with the drop. Playable. Ooh, full swing. Tough angle. Raterta wants to push it to the back. The net jamming her. Chance to recycle. Rondina with the hand on it. The whip. Caspilio shot in play. La Roga so steady. Rondina. No problem for Amiano. Nidoy. This is the longest rally of this match, which will probably end in an error. No!
Nidoy saying, look at that, 12 points for Nidoy.
And what a time for her to explode. 3-point lead. Is it enough? De Los Santos. Laroga with strong arms. Blocked. Mirales. Raterta. Back to Mirales. It's still alive. It's still alive. Nidoy wants it back. And scores again.
She has been the bright spot for NHA this set.
And PhilHealth wants to talk things over. Falling behind now by 4.
Momentum nila. Reset ulit tayo. Kalma tayo sa loob.
Di pa naman ganun kalayo yan.
Sabay tayo
Endgame lang to, endgame.
Sabay tayo sa harap. Dalawang sa mga sa harap.
Enjoy natin ha.
Reset tayo. Reset tayo.
Crucial lang to ha, wala na. Dulo ka.
Angelica Nidoy has pocketed 13 points, 6 of which have happened here in this third set. They're trying to stay afloat here. They lead by 4. De Los Santos, who has had nothing but aces, she has 7. No attack points, just aces. And however, she has also committed 4 service errors. High risk, high reward, as you said. As you said, 16 to 19.
But for Nidoy, actually, this is a low output. In their last match against MMDA, 21 points, no? Yung kanyang naitala in just 3 sets.
Nako, problemado ang PhilHealth. They've fallen behind by 4 now. So kung umabot ng 4 sets, baka abutin ni Nidoy in a different pace.
Possibly, because she is picking up, her game's picking up.
Ooh, that's out. That's out. No, overruled by referee Corpus.
Oh, slightest touch at the line gives them that edge. Kahit konting-konting lang yan.
Laroga. Better floor defense now by NHA. Well, if you're in the lead, but just as we say that, big shot from Rondina, who now has 12. 21-17. Amiano. That will work. Amiano got a good, clean set from Cecilio.
I think for NHA, they will try to hold on to this set.
Yeah.
And, the cushion should just be enough.
Raterta. Agton. Amiano. Alive. Oh, touch ball and checked at the end.
A little more disorganized yung nakikita natin sa PhilHealth in these last plays.
Not as smooth as they were in the first 2. That's just above the net. Cecilio. Amiano. Captain player Raterta swings it over. It's inside. Yes, it's inside. Akala ng NHA outside, but it's inside.
There seems to be a check as well. They were nagbago yung direksyon ng bola.
Cecilio. Rosale. Rica. Amiano. Handled well by Rondina. Problematic set. Too close to the net.
And that's been challenging para dito sa PhilHealth. Ano? Hirap sila kapag dikitan sa net yung bola.
Kasi mas maliit sila.
Oo eh.
Diba?
And pag ganyan, di mo makukuha sa ibabaw eh.
Hindi mo maaabot eh.
Okay, looking at both teams, obviously NHA is the taller team.
Yep. Tagulo. They have to send it over to the back row. Rosales chases it. Amiano gives it back. Here comes Raterta. Long. Long. And we are at set point for NHA. Well, we expected this. Two undefeated teams. Yung mga team na medyo match mo, gusto mo talunin mo yung mga yan eh. Para lumakas ang loob mo para sa leaders of the league. Agton gets that to brush off the block.
Hopefully, it is not too late if you're rooting for PhilHealth at gustong maisara ng straight sets. And hopefully, it's not too late. They gave up quite a number of errors, 7 here in this set.
That'll work.
Morales has been a very steady scorer for PhilHealth. She has 12 points and has only given up 2 points. And, you know, I always do that math kasi pumuntos ka, pero kung napakarami mo ring errors, kind of offsets.
Parang efficiency
Oo.
equation yun eh, no? Drop. Ah! And we are going forward. So it's 2-1. The lead of PhilHealth will need a 4th set that's coming away just shortly.
And set number 2. Likewise, the times that they have committed their errors were crucial as set 4 is now underway with Enen Raterta serving. Tunca with that attack. Mirales starting off with a convincing point. She is one of the top scorers for PhilHealth. We're talking about Christine Mirales. Despite being, or despite playing rather, the center spiker position, usually we see a lot of sets being given to the outside hitters. Meanwhile, De Los Santos, who scored off mostly on her serves, has scored her first attack point here in this match. At yun, malakas pa rin ang kanyang serve. Ano? Offsets the previous point that she earned.
Wala, parang yun pa rin gagawin niya.
Oo.
Why not, di ba? PhilHealth by 1 point dito sa 4th. net of catch and throw.
That's the challenge for NHA, no? Kailangan nila makapick up ng receive na maganda because Cecilio also needs help. Ang hirap kapag tusok sa net yung kanilang first ball.
Or kailan niyang humabol.
Oo.
Ang layo pa, diba? Walang maiset maayos eh.
Again, para tayong broken record in saying it
Yeah.
all starts with a good first pass.
Kaya mga teams nagdi-drill nung paano iabot doon sa setter eh. Kahit during the warm-up ng mga teams, they still do that eh.
You know, the moment a setter leaves that setter box or setter position there, nababawasan syempre yung options ninyo for a play.
Exactly. Either malayo sa net, masyadong dikit sa net, 5-1 ang bilang.
Also, the predictability dahil kapag
Correct.
umalis ka, alam na ibibigay yan sa wing spikers eh.
Correct.
Or if it's from a back row attacker, mas madali na makaset up.
Yun na itago nila si Nidoy.
Oo.
Kasi ang ganda ng first ball na ipinasa, ang ganda ng pagkakalatag para kay Angelica Nidoy, who has the most points in this battle with 16.
And you know what I like about Nidoy's performance? Kept her errors at a minimum of
That's
only
also.
3.
Well done. Respilio knocking that in, third point. Kung parang kinocompute mo yung player efficiency eh.
Oo.
Plus and minus. Meron pa nga yan kung kailan pumasok sa game.
Oh yes.
Di ba? Kung kailan lumabas. Starter ba o hindi. In the meantime, a complexity of problems now affecting NHA. They've fallen behind by 5. They want to talk it over.
Pumapasok yung paso natin. Pumapasok. Kalma lang guys.
Yung madaliin.
Wala pa lang.
Hindi madaliin. Kaya naman natin yan eh.
Kalma muna tayo. Relax lang ang receipt. Kalma. Yung service naman, hindi naman hindi siya ganun kabigat. Let's go!
AJ!
Madali namang subukin na wag madaliin. Kaso pag panic, ano?
At saka depende rin sa bolang ibabalik sa'yo.
Exactly.
How strong.
Rondina. Nabot kay Bernardo. Rosales drills it in for her fourth point.
And, you know, that's the pattern we really see from NHA. Makakuha ng magandang pasa, mas nakaka-opensa rin sila.
Yeah, correct. Big chase. Agton swings it over. That's a good set that is still in play from Rapterta's punch. And some industry on the floor being displayed by both clubs. Amiano whips it in. Rapterta pursues. Tough angle to work with for Rica. Here comes Amiano's version. Halas, third longest rally. Inalis! Tinapos ni Agton.
Have to be patient. I mean, that was one of the longer rallies we've seen in this match. But also have to give credit to Raterta for being able to return that ball over.
Patay na dapat eh.
Oh, suntok-suntok ng bola, but you know, ball is alive.
Ganda ng set. Hindi lang na ibaon. Hinabol ni Raterta ng apit bahay. Hinabol ni Nidoy. Free ball binigay. Raterta reverses. Agton received nicely by Dunca. Into the corner. It's outside. It's a check ball. It will be the fourth point of NHA. Rina has a fourth set report. Go.
Yes, pag-usapan naman natin itong si Chrissy Rondina. She is the youngest among the Rondina siblings, and throughout her life, she has often been leveled up to her sister Cici, who is widely recognized for her volleyball achievements. Sanay na daw siya pag kino-compare silang dalawa, but she admits, they have a different style when it comes to playing. Chrissy has carved her own path by pursuing a career in public service, and she has been an admin aide 6 for PhilHealth for the last 2 years already, and she has found fulfillment in government service. Kasi nga, she values the stability and benefits that comes with her position, reflecting yung kanyang practical mindset. Itong si Chrissy, bukod sa pagwa-volleyball, enjoys a variety of hobbies that includes yung pagba-badminton niya, pagkanta niya, at pagsayaw niya. Sabi niya nga sa akin kanina, alam mo dati ate, active ako sa pagti-TikTok, kaya lang yung naging public servant na ako, naglaylo na ako. 7 Ann?
Ayun naman pala, Rina, mag-public service ka para tumigil ka nakaka-TikTok mo. Kayo ni Belia, walang tigil. Sama pa to si Moy. Tatlo kayong, dapat maganda naman yung sayo nila nasa tempo. Hop! Winalis. 10-5 is the count. Alam mo, pag nagtrabaho ka naman sa government at maayos sa pamamalakad, marami kang pwedeng gawing maganda. Saka yung pay, mas malaki sa private, walang question. Pero yung scale, kung magtyaga ka, mag-schooling ka, may equivalent pay rank yan. Hinabol de Amiano. Net touch.
Oh, unfortunate for NHA.
Alam mo, galing talaga ng libero ng PhilHealth.
Relax na relax pa yan, no?
ko pa.
Steady, steady.
Naalala ko si Gata ng Adamson.
Because every moment, nakikita mo nakakapwesto at relax na relax lang. Oh.
Naabot yung bola, di ba? In the meantime. Saka hindi ba, ibang libero, nagkakahiwalay-hiwalay ang katawan. Di ba? Parang,
Ito may poise kasi, no, di ba?
Parang talaga si Gata.
I think sinasabi nga nila, no, pagka libero ka or defensive specialist, I mean, it's of course maganda yung nakaka-dive ka at but if you're able to receive at nakapwesto ka palagi, ibig sabihin sobrang galing mo magbasa.
Kasi si Don,
Can't do that always. But
Don Macandili kasi shorter siya, so she has to do a lot of tumbling.
ang advantage, syempre, kapag ka taller and longer, you have more reach as well.
Lalo na yung mga malalayong bola na kailangan kamay. Oh! Service ace! Morales with a 15-point game. That's her first service ace. Good set, Nidoy. Miss hit. There's no whistle. And finally, there is a whistle. It's down and out. (13-8). And Nidoy back in the service area. She has 18 points. Cecilio. Rosale. Lang sa set. Bumabalik ang bola. And into the empty area down the middle.
Better, more steady movement para dito sa NHA. And I think kahit na off-system yung mga play,
Yeah.
Ngayon, wala munang sa purisyento sila.
13-9. Tough. Uy! Change of hands in the air by Agton. Agton pursues. Block. Caspilio is there. Rondina. Reached for by Nidoy. Raterta. And that's not going anywhere.
Hindi makapatay ng bola itong PhilHealth, no? Dito sa rotation na to.
And 3 straight points have been scored by PhilHealth. They were down by 6 earlier, 13-7.
And one of the good things that NHA is doing, gumanda yung kanilang depensa.
Yes.
Hindi makapatay ang PhilHealth.
Dito sa sequence na ito, no, ha? In the meantime, Laroga. And look at that. 4 straight points. It's 13-11.
Amiano also really not looking back at the previous losses.
Yeah, not at all.
Double digit already when it comes to attacks.
13.
13 in total, 10 attack points.
Ayun. And the lead of 6 has been chopped down to 1.
Para sa NHA, importante rin talaga yung patience. Actually, for any team, pagka down ka, hindi pwede na ipapakita mo that you are rattled, that, nawawalan ka na ng loob.
Ooh. Alam mo, ito PhilHealth, when they make it simple, they score quickly. 14-12 tally here.
The last 5 points that was scored by NHA, very disorganized din yung movements nitong PhilHealth.
Absolutely correct. Cecilio, Amiano, Laroga. To the back row we go. Nidoy is right there. Dunka shot. The tap. The scramble. Amiano. Raterta zips it to the air. The drop. A lot of sliding here. Close to the net. Raterta does a libero-like save. Nidoy, 4th longest rally. Amiano. Laroga. Gambukas ito.
Depensa ng NHA really
Better.
improved here in this set.
Wala. Ayaw mamatay ng bola. Sige. Ay! Nakainis na long rally tapos sa error madadal. Di baling upensa eh. Huwag lang error eh. Pero yun. And PhilHealth managing to wiggle themselves out of trouble again. Chris Rondina will be serving. Alright. Masyadong mababa yung toss niya. So nangyari, hinabol niya.
Oh, well, they have a 2-point lead right now. Pero hindi safe no?
Nope.
It is too small of a lead.
To close the day right here, right now.
Yes.
Eto, Agton managing to find a way to give them a safer cushion here. It is 16-13. Amiano. Rondina accepting. Rica. Amiano feeds Nidoy. It's returned quickly. Rosale. Laroga. Ito na naman tayo. And it doesn't last very long as Amiano counters to make it 14-16. Alam mo, tayo nag-i-enjoy pero yung player pagod na. Diba?
Kanina nga si Bernardo, after nung mahaba na kita mo, talagang hinabol yung kanyang paghinga.
Yes. Breathe in, breathe out. Kasi pag nagra-rally, parang hindi ka humihinga dyan eh. Rondina, high up into the hands of Nidoy. Amiano. Oh, amply covered by Laroga. Good set. Cecilio moves away. Amiano. Laroga. Big save coming up. Nice try, but kept alive. Got it finally. Sabi ni Rochelle Rica, kanina pa kayo!
Kanina pa. At saka hinihingil na sila sa balikan.
Kakapagod yun.
Rica really used to check balls, no? Nagpapacheck ng bola.
Agton. Regalo. Hindi nadiinan. Morales. Roterta was out of position.
The problem right now, they get a point, nababawi ng NHA, nagpapalitan lang sila at this point. No one has really gotten a streak yet.
No, not anyone yet. Yung malayong distansya, lalo na dito sa fourth. Well done.
Ang bilis bumawi.
Now, ayan na yung 20 points nito. Amiana will serve. Lisa's serve being played out. Return to sender. Rica alert to it. Morales. Net.
Hopefully no injuries. Raterta, I think, trying to shake it off.
Yeah, Taylor Swift, shake it off.
Ganda ng salo nun,
Yeah. Pag may apo kang mahilig sa shake it off, you kind of remember. Laka rin daughters, you know?
Oo, Iba yung namin, music.
I can imagine. 18-16. Well done. De Los Santos getting a point via an attack. And she has 7 aces and 4 attacks. 1 point affair in the fourth. Anybody's set, really. Nidoy, yes!
Excellent decision in not hitting hard. Nakita niya may space na in between. Hindi na niya kailangan Look at that.
Placement na lang. 18. Cecilia. Habol. Nidoy. Gumapang sa net. Raterta. Morales. And that's out of reach.
Morales. Good decision to bring it back cross court.
(19-18).
I think for both teams, they are in a good position in terms of their attackers. NHA, pati ang PhilHealth.
Big shot. Rondina on the cross.
Itong si Rondina, also one of the more efficient attackers here on the side of PhilHealth. 15 points. Only 3 points given up so far. Morales as well, 16 points with only 2 errors so far in this game.
Raterta serve in action. The push. Raterta recovers it. Hot shot. Cecilio is there. Nidoy. Tinaas one hand. Nidoy returns it. Nidoy.
Better attacking game from De Los Santos.
And we are close and tight here in the fourth. 20-19. Anybody's fourth.
Well, it matters a lot to NHA, as we know, because they need to win this set to extend the match. And this lady over here, taking all the risk, reaping the benefits as well.
8 aces.
Oo, di ba? 8 service aces. Pero yan yung sinasabi natin. The consistency has been the problem.
21-20. Morales serving. Nicely done. Nidoy going to town. 22.
What an angle from Nidoy. Look at this very sharp angle. Right before the attack line, yung bagsak ng bola.
Tabla sa 21. Service ace from Nidoy. Timeout, PhilHealth.
Lagay lang sila ng pano. Tayo kasi hindi tayo ready na sa'yo, sabi ni Dito. Okay? Sa magandang receive, sa magandang set, all good. Tapos, hindi na pwedeng makapunto sila. Okay? Tapang dapat tatapang.
No need lang po rin natin to. Taas ka sana to, ha?
Close and tight. Everybody dressed up, and where are they going? We don't know yet. 22-21. NHA trying to stretch it to a fifth.
22, serving 21.
Close to the net. Agton makes do. Amiano. Protecta. Snaps it high. Rodina. Sabi ni Nidoy, baka out yun ah. Hindi tayo sure. Rodina. Bernardo gets it. The push. Alive. Alive. That's not gonna work. Amiano shot in play. Steady hands by both camps. Muwi kaya muna tayo. Sige, muwi kayo, sabi niya.
Huwag muna raw, sila bahala. We've seen a lot of those long exchanges. But for NHA, really good showing of character. Ano? Yung kapit and yung end game is something that they are showing right now.
And they're digging in very deep. Nidoy clarifying if she is the server. Straight and true. Better coverage this time by NHA. Block. Oh, good counter.
For PhilHealth, they've gotten that point. But parang medyo nagmamadali yung kanilang kilos right now. I think it's because there's urgency also.
Yeah, I agree.
Kailangan nilang makahabol.
In play. Nidoy. And look at this. NHA finds itself a step away from taking this fourth set.
Amiano. One of those that have really stepped up alongside Nidoy to make sure that they score as much here in this set.
Oh, that's long. That's long. That's a heartbreaker.
Oh, yeah.
Bagsak balikat yun. Now you gotta play controlled here.
You know, remember in, I think we saw that also in set number 2 na nanalo yung PhilHealth dahil sa errors, no?
Oo.
Ng NHA.
Duterte. We're going 5. We are going 5. Well, 2 undefeated teams clawing at each other. It's understandable.
Oo, sabi nga natin, walang gustong maglagay ng bahid pa sa kanilang record at this point.
And we'll have the 5th ready for you very shortly.
Now, a much shorter set is underway, this 5th and final set.
But it will be pressure-packed all the way.
Oh, dahil wala nang I think, for both teams, wala nang room dito na maghihintay ka pa at hahabol ka kasi maiksi lang yung set.
Alam mo, naging telling na rin yung service aces nitong si De Los Santos. Marami sa mga puntos na hindi na-score nitong PhilHealth dahil sa init ng serve. Minsan nakukuha nila, pero yung first pass to the setter hindi maayos.
Oo, tama ka dyan. Yung sinasabi nga lang natin, for De Los Santos, she took the risk. Kasi 8 yung service aces niya, pero 7 din ang kanyang service errors. But kita naman natin, in moments where it mattered, talagang napahirapan nila ang PhilHealth.
Morales tries to get them off and going with the first point. The race to 15.
Morales, good overall game so far.
Yep.
9 attack points, 4 blocks, and 4 aces. And she is in front for PhilHealth.
Becomes a set from Laroga. Cecilio reaches it to Dunca. The dump, pushed high by Rateta. Becomes a set. Rondina shoots away. Bernardo pursues the bullet-like shot. And Nidoy just a great overall performance now with 24.
20 attack points here in this game. So maganda rin, no? She also had block point, some service aces as well.
Morales trying to win this game with her power. PhilHealth by 1. Amiano. Cecilio. Good dig that time by Raterta. Rondina. It's outside. Tied at 2. bullet. Acton with a nail biter of a spike that finds the end line, but it was also touched by the libero. 3-2. Patibayan ng depensa ito.
Oh, that's what has kept NHA alive also.
Layo ng libero.
Bukas na bukas.
Oo,
It was,
layo.
a perfect spot for Rica.
Nakita niya to the right si Bernardo. Hinataw pa kaliwa. Here comes Griselda Rondina. Good pass. Rosales. Rateta skips into it. The dam by Rica.
Alam mo, kayang ma-pick up yung bola na yun eh.
Yeah.
But kita natin in that look at that instance, nagkatinginan Cecilio and Amiano.
And 3 straight points by the Insurers. Too close. But they make do. Raterta. Rica again. Watch this. Ganda ng first ball kasi nanggagaling doon sa libero. NHA sues for time.
Isa lang. Nababasa niyo po. Say natin.
Hindi. Ano na tayo? Isa-isayin natin to. Kaya natin eh. Ngayon po ba tayo bibigay? Pinipset na natin to. NHA!
Early surge leading 6-2. Took the first 2 sets and then NHA roared back in the last 2. And that's why here we are. Just above the net. Amiana. Oh, it's guilty of touching it. Yep.
That was a tough one for Amiano, no? Just going over.
Hindi siya makapreno eh.
Oo, kailangan din niyang abutin.
Oh, exactly. Hindi naman siya anghel. Nalilipad na nga, tapos hindi nabababa. Ano? 7-2. Ito, better set. Roga.
Some room para sa NHA. It's all about the mindset, sabi nga natin, yung patience.
Oh, butas. You know, yung setting niya ni Raterta, make do no? Ma-adlib siya eh. And we will change sides as we have reached the 8th point. And we're all set to resume here. Christy Caspillo, all set to serve. Her team ahead by 5, 8-3. Rosales. Caspilio. Dunca. Bullet. Regalo. Yes! Rosales overshooting it.
I think gusto niyang mabilisan, pero overcooks.
Kasi nakita niya yung butas na butas yung kanto
Long talaga yung kanyang target.
Hindi sumalok pababa. 9-3. Short.
Back-to-back attack errors from NHA.
Rosales. La Roga still steady. So is Bernardo. Oh, better floor D. Rica. And Rica has produced some valuable points here. She has 17 as well. And they're moving closer to the finish line. And closer and closer.
Everything just really going the way of PhilHealth.
And La Roga says, my fault, my fault. Rosales. Good set. La Roga spins on the floor. Cecilio. De Los Santos, a shot not clean. Rica. La Roga.
A tough one.
Oo naman.
Napakahirap.
Sabi ni Rica, tao lang.
Hindi ako si Wonder Woman.
Hindi ko kayang lumipad ng ganong kataas.
Nope, diretso sa net The ball also had some spin and Rondina knew that.
Alam mo itong si Trixie La Roga, pag tulog mamaya, buong katawan niya masakit.
Hagis dito, hagis doon
13-5. Tulog. Ang Miano keeping it alive. There's a net touch. De Los Santos.
These are, kita natin, yung energy din on the side of PhilHealth. Really wanting to close this set.
Samantala sa kabila, bagsak na.
I think right now, they cannot commit any more mistakes. Amiano saving them.
One match point. Caspilio. And we are done. Five-set win by PhilHealth and their third straight.
They wanted to keep their record flawless. Ayaw mo nilang mabahira ng talo. They worked hard in today's match.
I agree.